see what happens when we go live. Okay. Comments. Okay. There's the comment section. All right. So I think we're live. Let me make sure that we're live. Okay. Let me make sure. So we're going to cover, if this is working, if we're live right now, someone's been going off on my YouTube channel and we're going to cover it. Oh, yeah. It's working. Let me see what it looks like. Oh, it's working. Hello. It's working. Okay, cool. We are live. Okay, we're live. So, what's been going down? We're messing around with the new platform right now, and I think it works, right? So, there's a YouTuber that's really mad right now. He's mad at me, and let me make sure. I just want to make sure the quality of this is good. And let me make sure. I just want to make sure the quality of this is good. And let me play a video real quick.
Democratic Party and Kamala Harris, who was thrust into the race with less than 110 days to secure the White House. Harris called Donald Trump this afternoon to concede the race to the president-elect. By the way, that's something that Trump never did 4 years ago when he lost to Joe Biden in 2020. But let's talk about Harris and her overall performance in this election.
Okay.
4 years ago when he lost to Joe Biden in 2020.
Okay. So, this StreamYard stuff is the real deal, huh? Okay. What is up? What is up? Let me post a comment. What is up? We are live on StreamYard. Finally. Yay. I'm getting the hang of this live stream stuff. I'm getting the hang of it. Okay. So, what we're here to do, we're not here to check out Stephen A. Smith, although he's pretty cool. Who is this fella? Story of Self, Open and Shattered. Canopy mid-flight. Whoa, what is this, dude? So, okay, I'll tell you what I'm here for. Can I switch stuff while I'm live streaming? Oh, I can. I can move this around. Okay. So, what I'm here to do today is, like I said, there's a YouTuber that's really mad right now. He's been going off on my comments. We're talking about Mr. By the Mile, of course. And yeah, we're going to read his comments. We might even react to some of his funny videos. And maybe we'll make fun of him, maybe not. I don't know. We're going to see where the live stream takes us. It seems like he's mad about the reaction video I did to him going off on his red pill stuff, right? He was red pilling it up. And when he did that, I kind of made fun of him for doing it. And I think because of that, he's really mad, right? Because he's been going off on my YouTube channel. So let's get to the substance. Okay, let's go to the channel. Okay, there's my pretty mug live right now. Community, yeah. Okay, so this is how it kind of started off. This isn't really what I want to get into, but this is the substance. Okay. So essentially, this is what Mr. By the Mile does. He goes on YouTube and he gets into a lot of internet drama. Like, that's his thing. I'm not the first one that he's gotten into it with on the internet. He got into it with some guy and he was making crazy accusations about him. And I think his job got involved and it was just all bad, right? But this is what he does, right? He does this because his channel, let's bring up his channel. He does this because his channel, it kind of sucks. And, when I say that, he seems to get offended by that. But from one creator to another, I'm trying to tell him, like, look, dude, just make better content. If you want to be a YouTuber, just make better content. The thing about Mr. By the Mile, why I think his channel is failing, and by me talking about him, I'm really just helping I'm helping the brother out, you know. By me talking about him, I'm I'm giving him free clout. I'm giving him attention, you know, even if dude, I'm not that big of a YouTuber, right? YouTube is hard. It's really hard, man. Especially when you work a full-time job. And I think the thing with Mr. By the Mile is he's trying to do like 10 things at once, right? He has kind of like Just Trucking, another YouTuber. He had Mr. By the Mile seems like he may be in over his head too. He brags about how he's a homeowner and all that. He says that in a lot of his comments when he talks shit or whatever, when he gets really mad. And you could tell when he talks shit, you could tell he gets really mad. You can tell. And it's always like, "Oh, I'm a homeowner, right? And you should listen to me because you should listen to me because I'm a homeowner, right? And I'm a part of the union. I make this much money. I got this, that. What do you got? You don't got nothing." All that does is make you look really insecure, and people don't really care about what you got. Yeah, that's cool that you're pretty much showing people that if we go and work at your job, we too can make a lot of money. But in order to make a lot of money at any job, you have to put in a lot of hours. You have to work a lot, right? So one thing that Mr. Beast did, Mr. By the Mile, I'm really going to try to help you out. Okay, let's see. Listen to this, Mr. Beast. YouTube advice. Work cups of water. Let's see. We're going to try to help you out, Mr. By the Mile, because Mr. Beast, although I think he's a really fake guy, right? His character is really fake, corporate. Um, his his information on YouTube is pretty solid, and no matter how big or small your channel is, you could take some of his information on being a YouTuber and apply it to whatever niche that you're in, right? I think this is it. Let me see.
Your videos suck. You think your videos are good, but they suck. If you have sub 1,000 subscribers, like there's a good probability your videos just suck too. And you need to make hundreds of videos or improve something every time and just like get to the point where they don't. Your videos suck. You think your videos.
And Mr. By the Mile, that's exact. Oh, hold on. See, I'm fucking up right here. Okay. All right. So let's do that again, right? I think you might have heard it, but here, Mr. By the Mile, this is some advice that I tell you, and you're going to hear it from someone else if you want to be a YouTuber. Look, before I do this, let me go back to what I was saying about Mr. By the Mile, okay? Why I think his channel is failing. Mr. By the Mile, I think your channel is failing. I don't know if it comes and goes, this feeling of wanting to be a YouTuber, and that's when you start spamming my channel with your links or whatever, like saying, "Oh yeah, Augustine, he is such a loser" or whatever. "Oh, and while you're at it, here's a link to my video I made about Trump. Why don't you come watch it?" It's like, dude, I'm going to help you out, Mr. By the Mile, because it seems like you're mad because your YouTube channel is failing and you want attention. So we're going to give you attention and we're going to help you out. We're going to turn this negative into a positive. That's what we're going to do today. We're here to help you. You know, we want to see you hit 1 million subscribers and, you know, become the next Mr. Beast. So we're going to help you do it. What I think is, like I said, I think you're in over your head. You brag about being a homeowner all the time and making money. So let's break this down before I kind of go on a tangent and then I just, I go this way, that way, and I leave a bunch of shit behind that I was still trying to talk about. So you brag about being a homeowner, okay? And the problem with that is that's a lot of liabilities. You have a mortgage, you have utilities, right? You have property taxes, garbage, water, gas, Wi-Fi, food, car insurance, maintenance on the cars, maintenance on your house, homeowners insurance, right? Being a homeowner is really expensive, especially in California. And you're trying to juggle all that. So, that's a lot of liabilities. And you got kids. I think you said that you have kids or whatever. And we all know that that's a really big expense right there. Kids, right? Especially if you have them in extracurricular activities, right? Having a family isn't cheap. It's not cheap. That's exactly what I said in the video with Just Trucking. It seems like he's like the brother's in over his head, right? And it sucks, man, because that happens to guys all the time. We get in over our heads. Okay. So, Mr. By the Mile. Um, you're trying to juggle all of these things at once. You're trying to be a YouTuber and still pay all your bills and pay off your house and keep up with paying off your house, keep up with that mortgage and the utilities and taking care of your kids and all that. And it's good. Yeah, I have a lot of respect that you're doing that, because I come from the grimy, I come from the hood. I know a lot of guys who have kids and their kids themselves. Like the dad is actually a grown-up kid and doesn't take care of a kid at all because he could barely take care of himself. You know what I mean? Um, I know a lot of guys who are just on drugs and who have kids, you know what I mean? And so I give you props for being there for your family and all that. But you're trying to juggle all this over here. So to pay all these bills and your life expenses, you find yourself at work a lot at ABF, like making all this money. Like you should. That's the responsible thing to do, right? But all your time is spent over here paying off the house, paying the bills, taking care of the kids, taking care of the house. I don't know if you're married, if you got an old lady. You made a video talking about you're going to say something to girls that come up to you and want to date you. So I don't know if you're single or if you're married. I don't know, but let's just throw a wife in there. Okay. Since you're red pill, and red pill guys are like, they know it all about women, or so you think. That's bullshit too. But we're going to give it to you. Okay. Um, Wife, kids, house, all these bills. That's a good way to get in over your head, especially if you're the only one working, or if you're the dominant one working. Like if you're the main provider and your chick just does, like, I don't know, she sells tacos out of the front yard and does hair and sells some dope on the side or something. I don't know, right? Whatever you got going on, or she works at Goodwill part-time or whatever. Um, it's a good way to get in over your head. So if you're trying to manage all of that over here to make all that money that you're making at ABF, you're probably maxing out your 70-hour clock in a day cab, not a sleeper. You don't have a workspace like I do, right? You don't. Like, for you to vlog, you're at work all the time. The difference with Mr. By the Mile and Just Trucking is Mr. By the Mile, he works way more than just trucking to make money like that. I'm pretty sure, as far as truck driving goes and not YouTube, that Mr. By the Mile is making more money as a company driver than Just Trucking is making as an owner operator. Because Just Trucking, his channel, he's a lazy business owner. He's really, really picky with his loads, and he only wants to go from South Carolina to Florida and back. And Mr. By the Mile is probably making way more money than Just Trucking, because Just Trucking seems like he's going broke, and his YouTube money or whatever else he has going on, if he's in a trust fund, is keeping him afloat or whatever, right? But Mr. By the Mile, to pay all your stuff off, you're finding yourself at work a lot. You're working a lot of hours, right? So I think that's one reason why your YouTube channel is failing. And I think you really want your YouTube channel to do good, but you just don't have the time for it. You know what I mean? So if that's the case, now that we're there, and I've told you plenty of times that your channel does suck. It does, right? And you seem to get really upset when I say that. You know what I mean? Instead of hearing what I say, right? I think Tommy Unfiltered told me that when I was complaining about trucking, when I was a little newer, when I left night transportation, I think he did a reaction video saying that, you know what I mean? Like, I can't expect to make all this money and like be lazy and hardly want to run the way that I was. And, you know what I mean? And I think he said specifically that that trucking doesn't suck, that I suck, that what I was doing was causing me to suck, like causing me to be in a bad position. He was right. He was definitely right. You know what I mean? So when I say that your channel sucks, I'm not like like making fun of you or whatever. I think if maybe you struggled with childhood trauma, and like that's maybe why you think I'm making fun of you. I'm really giving you some advice when I'm telling you that your channel sucks and stop leaving channel links on my channel because it's not going to work anyways because your content sucks. Dude, my content sucks. My content isn't really that good. I think it's better than yours. I think my channel compared to yours is better, but my channel compared to the rest of YouTube, I suck. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get out of the trucking niche and trying to expand my horizons. That's why a lot of the shit that I put up right now, especially my shorts, are flopping right now. But we're going to help you out, Mr. By the Mile. Okay. And anyone who wants to be a YouTuber, this is going to be a good live stream for you to get some advice on being a YouTuber. Because the thing about YouTube, there's a lot of money in YouTube. There's a lot of money in it. Right. My thinking is this: jobs. Hold on. I tried to do it. Hold on. My lips are all dry. I need to drink something. Jobs. I said that when I left night transportation. I've had that thought since my 20s. I'm in my early 30s. Jobs are not the way to go. They're just not, right? The real way to go to take real control over your life financially and just to do what you want to do in life, you have to go into business for yourself. YouTube is a business. There's a lot of money in this, right? So we're going to help you out, Mr. By the Mile. But you have a choice to make. If you want to be a YouTuber, you'll probably have to get a different type of job where you work less and you have more time for YouTube, because what you're doing right now, I just don't know. That, or just put in more work at your job if you're going to be like this LTL vlogger or whatever. But here's some advice right here. Okay. This is from Mr. Beast the Great. And like I said, I think Mr. Beast has a phony, fake corporate personality, but his YouTube advice is solid. Okay. And anyone in any niche in YouTube can take Mr. Beast's advice and apply it to your own channel, and it'll help you out a lot. Right. And you'll learn more when you take advice from the greats like Mr. Beast.
Your videos suck. You think your videos are good, but they suck. If you have sub 1,000 subscribers, like there's a good probability your videos just suck, too. And you need to make hundreds of videos or improve something every time and just like get to the point where they don't. Your videos suck. You think your videos are good, but
yeah, it's as easy as that, Mr. By the Mile. It is. Look, your videos suck. My videos suck compared to Mr. Beast. Okay. We're in the same grave right here. I'm just out of it a little bit more than you are, right? I think I'm going to do good on YouTube in the long run because this is something that I'm really fully dedicating myself to, and it's a lot of hard work. Being a YouTuber is a lot of hard work, right? Especially when you work a full-time job, you know? So my advice to you, Mr. By the Mile, is, you know, and before I give you some advice on what I think you specifically should do if you want to be a YouTuber, let's go through some more of this Mr. Beast advice. There's one thing in here that I want to find.
Thumbnail secret.
Because this applies to Mr. Beast. I mean, Mr. By the Mile specifically, right? You know, Mr. By the Mile wants to be a YouTuber when he calls his channel Mr., right? Mr. Ballin, Mr. Beast, right? So Mr. By the Mile, that should be like the biggest trucking channel ever, just off of that name. But the creator, who's the owner of Mr. By the Mile, is a shitty YouTuber. So we're gonna try to help him out. I'm trying to find Mr. Beast. He has this piece of advice where he's using cups of water, and it's really good, right? Because it has to do with people who have jobs and they're trying to be YouTubers. Okay. I'm trying to find this.
just fail. A lot of people get analysis paralysis.
There's no such thing as a perfect video. Like someone should always call you and get on your video because it could be better.
When I was
Yeah. You see that? What did I just say, Mr. By the Mile? My videos suck. They do. They're not that good. Okay. Especially as a reaction channel, it's really hard. So, but we're going to help you out. We're definitely going to help you out, Mr. By the Mile. Right.
a young teenager, I was getting no views, had no money, had no equipment.
Imagine
Obsessed.
spending 10 years of your life only thinking about one thing every waking hour of the day.
You could upload one great video a year and get more views than if you uploaded 100 mediocre videos.
I put together the best Mr. Beast advice on YouTube. I know it's helped me, so it has the potential to help others in their lives or careers. I also design merch and thumbnails. You can check out my store or email me about work. Thank you for your
Don't nobody give a fuck about your thumbnails, dude. Play Mr. Beast in your fucking gay ass shirts, dude.
time.
Actually, as an answer to what is the best advice someone ever gave you, you said, "You're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius."
100%. All along the way, people gave me so much advice on why I shouldn't be doing it, why I'm crazy. Every step of the way, people wanted to tell me why I shouldn't be doing this and should get a life, should stop being too obsessed, everything under the book. And then once I'm successful, those same people are like, dang, you're a genius.
Yeah.
Wow, you really you pulled that off.
I just watch it honestly, and I just like, if there's ever a moment where I'm even slightly bored, I'm like, cut it. And if there's something where I'm not just like, wow, like the whole time, then it's like, don't upload it. It's not good.
If I'm not creating, then I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel like I'm progressing. Then I feel like I'm wasting my time. My well of knowledge needs to constantly be expanding, so I have more things to draw inspiration from our ideas. If not, you're going to get the same ideas over and over again. So it happens for a lot of creators. That's why their videos are repetitive and always the same thing, because if you're not constantly learning new things, then your ideas are just limited to what's in your head, and eventually you're going to drain it. It's a lot of testing.
I'm trying to find this specific video, right? But if you listen to what he's saying, let me see.
I was offered 5.
Let me see if I can find it. It's this thing where he has 3 cups of water and he's moving them around and he's talking to people who want to be YouTubers, but they still have like actual employment, like a real job, you know? Because Mr. Beast, his thing was he started when he was a little kid, when he still lived with his parents. So he had all the time in the world to dedicate all his time to being a YouTuber. Okay. That's why he got so big. Come on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Fuck. It's not going to be here. It's the best one and I can't find it. And it's just all this shit. Ugh, dude, I hate this. I hate this because it's so good. His advice, dude. Your videos suck. Can I do it? No, I don't have clear cups. Well, give me 1 second, Mr. By the Mile. This is specifically for you. Okay? I'm gonna help you out. Right? The best I can, because I can't find that video by Mr. Beast. Let me see. 1, 2. All right. So. Okay. All right. So here's the deal with you, Mr. By the Mile. This is your problem, and this is a lot of people's problem, okay? When they're trying to be a YouTuber or they're trying to get a business off the ground. Try to do this without fucking up my laptop. Okay, so as you can see, we have 3 bottles of water right here, Mr. By the Mile. This is why your YouTube channel sucks. This is why my YouTube channel sucks. Your YouTube channel really sucks. Mine sucks too, but not as bad as yours. Your YouTube channel is fucking dog shit, dude, and that's why you're mad and posting channel links in my videos, all right, in the comment section. So this is what I did, okay, as of now. And just because I did it, it's not paying off now, but it's going to pay off in the future. So let me bring these closer. Let me bring the computer closer. So as you can see, we got 3 bottles of water, all right? this is a really good analogy too. So here we go. Let me put this right here. Okay, cool. Right? So, put some of this right here too. So for me right now, this is what I got going on in life. I got most of the water filled up right here. This is my work life. This is my social life and my family life. And this is my YouTube life. Okay? You see how my work life on YouTube, my YouTube life, is more filled, right, than my family life. I don't really go home right now, but I spend most of my time at work. Okay? I spend more time on YouTube than I do with my family, but I don't have a family like you. I don't have hella kids and, you know, a mortgage and all this shit that I got to take care of like you. Okay? This is what you got going on. And this is why you're having trouble with your channel. Okay? And the reason why I came down to this level is because before I was right here on, you know, it was really like this for me when I was at CR England. That's why I'm surprised my channel blew up back then to where it is now. Okay. No, it was more than that. When I first started YouTube, this was my shit. This is pretty much like a full bottle of water right here. Okay. This was my work life when I was at CR England when I first started my YouTube channel. This was my family life, even less than what it is now because I was living in the middle of the state rather than up north where I'm from. I was living down near in Southern California for a minute, right? This was my YouTube life. It was more filled than my family life, but it was still down here. And I said, you know what? Even at night transportation, it was pretty much the same thing. I was like, you know what? How do I fill this up more? I want to work on YouTube more. So right now, I'm not making that much money. I am, but I could be making more. I could be busting my ass right here at my job. But I said, you know what? I'm going to just get me a good job that pays decent. You know what I mean? I'm going to get a good job that pays well enough. That'll free up my time. That'll put me in a position that would give me a workspace, which is my sleeper. Okay. And that's going to allow me to focus a lot of time on YouTube. Okay. So I still spend a lot of time at work. And, you know, this is the situation I got right now. Okay. Since I'm back up north and I'm not down south in Southern California like I was, this is pretty much what I got going on now. It's no, it's more than that. Okay. So my work life, it's a lot, but not like it used to be. Which means it frees up my time for YouTube. Okay. To make quality content and not just upload shit vlogs every day. But I don't go home a lot. But I don't need to go home a lot because I don't have kids like that, you know? This is your situation right now. This is what you got going on, Mr. By the Mile. This is why your YouTube channel is struggling and why you're a failure at YouTube, okay? And you're mad about it, all right? And just because this is your situation that we're going to show you, it doesn't have to be. We all have choices, and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Look, this is Mr. By the Mile right here. Yeah. This is pretty much Mr. By the Mile. This is Mr. By the Mile's YouTube channel. You see how there's barely anything in here? This is the amount of work that he puts into YouTube. This is the time that he spends on YouTube. Nada. So his channel is fucking trash. Okay? This is the amount of time Mr. By the Mile spends at work. A lot. he makes all that ABF freight money in the union, okay? And doesn't shut the fuck up about it on YouTube because that's all that he has, okay? And that's good. He has a bunch of liabilities, like I said in the beginning of the stream, so he needs to spend all this time at work and make all this money, okay? So this is his work life, and this is his family life, because he's on a dedicated run too, and it sounds like he's on a set schedule, so he goes home. So he has the family life, and he has the work life, but that's where most of his time is. This is his YouTube life, and it shows in his channel. His channel sucks. His channel is garbage. His content is really boring, and not a lot of people want to watch it. He struggles to get sometimes even more than 200 views. Every now and then he'll get lucky if he's talking about a topic that's popping, right? Whether it's like me or Trump or anything, right? And I'm not like bragging and saying I'm popping, because I'm not. But on his boring channel, because this is all he puts into it, when he puts my face in the thumbnail or talks about me, people tune in to watch because they want to see what he's saying about me, okay? It is what it is. So, Mr. By the Mile, if you want to be better at YouTube, this is what you need to do. You need to add a little bit more over here. This is what I keep telling you. If you want to be a YouTuber, put in more time to YouTube. That's probably all that you're going to get with your situation, because you're still going to need to work and you're going to be with your family. You seem like a real family man. So this is probably about the best it's going to get for you on YouTube. So what do you do with that? If this is all the time that you have for YouTube, well, I'll tell you what you do with that. Since you work a lot and you're at home with the kids a lot, and this is all the time you have for YouTube, you need to kind of take this YouTube time and definitely vlog more at work. Okay. And if you want to take it a step further, like Alex Nino and Just Truckin', they're really big YouTubers. They make a lot of money, especially compared to you on YouTube. You can also put a camera on your family and become a family vlogger. And if you do that, this YouTube time is pretty much empty. But this is your YouTube time is now 100% infused with your work and your family life. You would essentially, if you do that, you'll be the next Just Trucking or Alex Nino, and you'll make way more money. Most likely you'll make way more money than me. Okay. Right now, I have goals to be really big, like Sniper Wolf big. Okay. That's why I'm doing reaction channels now, a reaction channel now. That's why I'm trying to branch out of this trucking niche, because it's not really a poppin' niche like that. It's just not. Okay. It's going to probably take me a year, maybe 2 years to get out of this niche and to reach a wider audience. Okay. But that's what you need to do, because all of your time is spent at work and with your kids at the house. All right. So if you want to be popping on YouTube like that, pretty much what you need to do is you need to keep a camera on you as much as you can. And I'm not saying you need to be a IRL streamer, in real life streamer, but what you do is this. You know about editing. You're not that good at it. You could be better at editing. I could be better at editing, but you could really be better at editing, especially for the fact that you've been at this for like 5 years. Okay, longer than me. I've been at this since what, going on 2 years now. All right. This is what you do. Easy. You record yourself, shoot a vlog, end the camera, upload it onto iMovie, cut it how you want it, leave it alone. The next time throughout the day, you want to vlog. And like I said, if you want to be successful, like Just Truckin' and Alex Nino, because that's what you're going to need to do, because them, just like you, they work a lot and they have a lot of liabilities. You know, they're always with their family. And if they're not with their family, they're at work. Alex Nino, he don't really got time to do reaction videos and shit like that. No, man, he's always on the go. So he's a vlogger, right? But he puts in a lot of work with his YouTube channel, mostly because he just keeps a camera on him damn near like 24/7 around the clock. All right. You need to do the same thing. Just Truckin' does that. Just Truckin' makes these long vlogs, okay, about what his like past 2 days were. And he shows everything. He shows when he's at the house with his kids. He shows when he's in the truck. Like he's trucking for content. He's not really trucking for a profit. He's trucking really for content because his meat and potatoes of his income comes from YouTube. Okay. If you want to be a YouTuber, that's what you have to do. Because look at how shitty your channel is right now, dude. All right. We'll go back to this Mr. B stuff in a minute, but for now, we're going to go over here to Mr. By the Mile. And now we're just going to straight up react to your shit. Okay. And look at these videos you got of me. Okay. This one, 1.7K views. That's pretty good for your channel lately. All right. You got some older videos that did good, but as of lately, look, this is what you're doing lately. 112 3 days ago, 175 7 days ago, 204 10 days ago, 346 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 259, 4 weeks ago, 325, 674 1 month ago, 512 1 month ago, 608, 1.8K. What's that? Brand new Mack truck. I think this is when you were going back to work. Okay. On the road again. You've been back at work and you've only uploaded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now trip out. You've been back at work and you only got less than 20 videos. Just Truckin's out working you. Okay. He probably has double that. All right. In the past, what? How long have you been back at work? What was that? About a month ago, right? Brand new 2 months ago. Yeah, dude, in 2 months, Just Truckin' has way more content than you. He's out working you. But he's making a lot of money on his YouTube channel. So let's go on this video right here. Let's see what you're talking about. Okay.
You'll have to forgive me for the constant clicking that you hear, but I have my emergencies, my hazards on. I'm in the yard getting ready to take off here and go to Sacramento. But I'm glad that, at least some of you guys were able to watch the video I made the other day on, why I think that Donald Trump is going to win this election by a landslide. A lot of
dude. So with StreamYard, what I got to do is I got to go from window to window. Okay. So let's do that again. This is my first stream with StreamYard, so I'm still learning this shit. Bear with me. Okay. I know I'm fucking up here. So let's check out. This is Mr. By the Mile's latest video from 3 days ago. Mr. By the Mile, if you want to be a YouTuber, you should be uploading every day, if not every other day, if you're going to be a vlogger like that. Okay. Especially since you have time in the hotel and it doesn't sound like you're rushed like that. Right. But if you are a tough shit, if you want to be a YouTuber, this shit is work, dude. It's work. I don't always upload like that. Right. I'm caught between uploading live streams, YouTube shorts, and long form videos. All right. It's a lot of work, dude. It's a lot of fucking work.
You'll have to forgive me for the constant clicking that you hear, but I have my emergencies, my hazards on. I'm in the yard getting ready to take off here and go to Sacramento. But I'm glad that, at least some of you guys were able to watch the video I made the other day on, why I think that Donald Trump is going to win this election by a landslide. A lot of different reasons that I have on there, a few different pretty solid points. Upper right-hand corner of your screen, I think that's this side.
That dude, turn your hazards off if you're recording a video, right? You're in the yard, turn that shit off, dude. Come on. Go, dude, if it's policy, dude, just turn it off for a second. You're not going to get in trouble for turning off your hazards just for a second, dude. Come on.
You can check that out. It's funny how when I make videos like that, YouTube doesn't really push it out. But if I'm just doing, you know, a random day at ABF, you know, it gets all the views in the world. Funny how that works.
Yeah, Mr. by the Mile. I think I came across his Instagram the other day. Fucking, he's really political. He's really into like right-wing politics, and that's cool, right? You could be left-wing, right-wing, up, down, gay, straight. I don't give a fuck, you know. But when I saw his Instagram, I thought, you know, think about this. This is some advice, Mr. by the Mile. Maybe you shouldn't do trucking content. Maybe you should just stick to what you love, what you have a passion for. It seems like you have a passion for right-wing politics. Okay. Maybe if you just focused on that, like if you're like, for example, okay, look, if you're in the hotel every night, this is what you can do. Okay. What you can do is this. You could be in the hotel and you could just do this. You could just live stream on your YouTube channel. You're monetized so you can live stream on YouTube. You could get on StreamYard like how I'm doing right now, and you could just react to political stuff. You can react to CNN and give your commentary on why you think they're wrong. It seems like you really have like it's burning in your heart that you want that you're a right winger. I'm not going to call Mr. by the Mile a right wing extremist. He doesn't seem really extreme like that, but he definitely does love his right wing politics, and he definitely does love his red pill too. Okay, but that's just some advice, right?
But I want you guys to check out this next clip. This guy calls himself Coach Greg Adams. He has a channel. While I don't agree with 100% of what he talks about, he does have.
Yeah, Coach Greg Adams. He's a really big red pill YouTuber. Like I just said, Mr. by the Mile loves his right-wing politics and he loves his red pill. Those nowadays, they're kind of getting intertwined. I know a lot of Republicans and conservatives don't like the red pill when Andrew Tate, who was like the daddy of red pill content, when he tried to align himself with the right wing, with the conservatives, the Daily Wire like hardly rejected him. Like they harshly rejected him. They said, "No, dude, you're a pimp, you're a weirdo, you're a creep. Get the fuck out of here." And hats off to them, dude, because Andrew Tate is a fucking creep. He's a weirdo, dude. He goes online talking all this weird sexual shit, dude, and he said some foul stuff, dude. And yeah, I don't want to be associated with that, but yes, I think he's going to show us some red pill stuff right now. So what a hater. So maybe that's where you should focus your content. Is it seems like you're really into that, you know what I mean? Because let's just be honest, dude. I don't know. For me, trucking is boring. That's why I'm doing reaction content, right? And I'm trying to like slowly dig myself up out of the trucking grave on YouTube. I don't know, maybe you like it, but if you're like me and you think trucking and just talking about work all the time is boring, and you want to talk about what you really want to talk about, which is red pill and like right-wing politics, maybe focus on that. You're right. Like when you're in the hotel, like I said, you could do this, right? You could use OBS, you could use StreamYard, and you could screen record, and you could do reaction videos, and then you could also go live and do reaction live streams of right-wing politics and red pill, right? And you could just you know, you could take all the red pill you want on the live stream and you'll have fun. And because you'll be having fun creating the content, because you're not going to be talking about your job, which is boring, and a lot of people just don't care about it, and your numbers show that, you'll probably grow faster. Like who knows, you might be the next Andrew Tate. You never know, dude. It's just some advice, because I think you're going to show us the stuff right now, right?
Have a lot of knowledge that he shares when it comes to making money and all this sort of thing. So Fannie Willis, right? Donald Trump's prosecution has some pretty good points. Check it out.
The fact that he's free shows how shitty the case was, right? Because this guy was supposed to be done 40 years in the poke. He spent 2 years in the pen. And they thought they had him cornered and had such a shitty case and was so ill prepared, wasted millions of taxpayers' money. All right. And the guy is walking free today after pleading guilty and literally rolled the dice to plead guilty here. If you guys weren't following it, this is a rapper.
Yeah. That's Officer Tatum. Yeah. So it seems like that's what you're watching too. Officer Tatum is a conservative. He's a ex-police officer. He's a black conservative. So yeah, Mr. By the Mile. It seems like that's that should be your niche. Your niche should be conservative politics and red pill. Okay. And maybe you could like bridge that gap and bring them together, because right now they're not really all the way together. But who knows? Maybe you could be the bridge that brings them all together, right? And you'll, like I said, you'll have fun creating that content, you know. And once you're having fun creating content, and it's content that you really want to do, right? And it's more fun, you'll be motivated. You'll be motivated to do it more, you know. I like the Coach's channel. He's a G. You're probably some creep. That's why you like Coach's channel. That dude's a fucking weirdo, dude. Coach, what this dude right here, fucking name's Coach. Get the fuck out of here.
And he was connected to a young slime life. I don't know what the YSL stands for, and even they don't know. They will say it stands for different things. There have been organized hits allegedly attached to him. Several people have been murdered. He became a rapper and also a kingpin. Several people, I think one rapper who recently died. I think Rich Boy.
Yeah, my thing with this dude Coach, and why I called what's this tonto's name? Charlie's Castlemore, some incel, right? Is I think dude has like a daughter. I saw like some video of people calling him out, and I think he has a daughter. But Coach, whatever, Greg Adams, he talks all these shit about women. He goes in on women, but he has a daughter. Stupid, dude. Dumb, bro. Right? But that's your boy.
Quan was the guy, Rich Boy Quan. So Rich Boy Quan, who recently died from a drug overdose. I mean, Nigras, get it together. There was a said that he shot up, the YSL group shot up Rich Boy Quan's dad's barbershop. I mean, they basically were running a gang, a criminal organization. Now, because of that, they got a RICO case from the state, essentially a RICO case, and he pled guilty to it, but he walks, but gets 15 years of probation. 15 years of probation, and essentially cannot show up in the Atlanta metro area or he's going to get arrested. So his name is Jeffrey Williams. He pled guilty to various firearms and drug charges. I mean, how many people do you think have died in connection to these groups? How many people have been died or shot in connection with these people, and they could still not put a case together, mainly because people didn't snitch. They had a couple people that got up there and talked, but a lot of people, including the one brother that was his rapping mate, Gunna got the hell up out of there. And
Mr. By the Mile, what the fuck is this? You're pretty much stealing this dude's content and just putting it on your channel. This is what I was telling you about, dude. This is you right now. This is your YouTube channel, right? No, I'll be a little bit more fair. It's not that, because at least you posted a video, right? But even with your own red pill stuff, you know, this is you. This is the effort you're putting into YouTube. Come on, man, do better than this. You're not even, you don't even have your face in the corner reacting to the shit. You literally just took his video and put it on yours. That's lazy. That's like, you could do way better than that. That's why you're not getting views. That's why you're not getting views, dude, because here's the thing. Here's the thing about red pill, right? Because you're into this shit, right? I like talking about people that are into red pill because I think a lot of them are creepy, and I think a lot of them are just they're a shit show to watch, and it's just really hilarious when they start going off on their shit like Mr. By the Mile did. And like when I reacted to his video when he was drunk with his shirt off and you could see his chest hair, and I think his eyes were a little red, probably because he was drunk, and he was talking like all women have sugar daddies and they got a D, man, like all this crazy like stuff, right? And I just pointed out the fact, like, dude, this is the same channel where you post things about your job, and here you are talking all this weird like sex stuff and red pill stuff. Like, what the fuck you doing? These people at your job are gonna see this. What the fuck? That's why I like talking. Like, that's where I go into with red pill is I just react to the red pill content creators and just how hilarious and how ridiculous they are, right? But yeah, oh yeah, like I was gonna say. So here's something to think about. Okay, if you're gonna go into right wing politics and red pill, okay, which I think you should, maybe you should pick one or the other, because believe it or not, a lot of conservatives don't like red pill stuff either. Ben Shapiro doesn't like that shit. Um, what was the other guy? Matt Walsh. Yeah, I think he was the first one that told Andrew Tate to fuck off, right? As he should, right? Um, Candace Owens, I think she's into Andrew Tate or whatever. But with Candace Owens, she's really like a lost soul. You know what I mean? She just goes with the flow wherever it goes, right? She doesn't really believe half of the shit that she says. She just says it to make money or whatever. I think Matt Walsh and Ben Shapiro really believe what they say. You know what I mean? To the point where they fired her, right? But they don't like red pill. A lot of people don't like red pill content, right? Just because someone's conservative and they voted for Trump doesn't mean that they believe all this fucked up shit about women that you believe in. Okay. So it's going to be hard to bridge those two gaps to bring conservatives in with red pill. It's going to be hard to bring in those two things together. Maybe you should pick one or the other. It seems like you're really into politics, and honestly, that's a little bit more healthy because red pill content, it gets demonetized and it gets just kicked off of YouTube a lot. We've seen that with Fresh and Fit being demonetized. Sneeko, I think he's just outright banned. You know what I mean? So, what up, Skinwalker? Yeah, I'm late, dude. I'm up late night. So yeah, that's something to think about. If you're gonna go red pill, your channel might get demonetized. So you're really into right wing politics. You'd probably want to just go with right wing politics. You know, because at the same time, red pill stuff's creepy. Okay. You want to know who red pill guys are? Red pill guys are the guys in high school and just, those twerps that you knew who were always like terrified to talk to women and who always had trouble getting women. Those are the red pill guys. All right. And some of them will come out like Mr. By the Mouth. He says it all the time. Well, I'm married. I'm in a relationship for 10 years. That might have been the only girl he's ever had, and he married her. Just because you're married doesn't mean that you have a lot of experience with women, right? Just because you're married doesn't mean that that you've dated a lot of women. And it shows when you guys start talking about women, it shows that you guys don't know what you're talking about. It shows that you guys don't have a lot of experience with women. Okay. That's the thing about red pill. It's a failing niche, right? It's a failing niche because the red pill guys, they're guys that have never really had success with women, and they just don't know what they're talking about. They're talking from the sidelines, but they've never played the game. They've never, what I mean? Like they've never been in the field. Like they've never really dated like that. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're virgins, single, or married. Okay. Just like I said, just because you're married doesn't mean that you know a lot about women. Okay. She might have low self-esteem and went for him and gave him too much confidence. I agree. Yeah, probably, because that's what guys do. That's what guys do as well. Guys will go through a long drought and not date women, and be frustrated because of that, because they don't got no one with them in their bed, and then they finally get a chick. You know what I mean? Whether they settled for her or whatever, sun shined on the dog's ass one day and shit happened. The stars aligned and they finally met somebody. And who knows, the chick might just be as off up here as he is, so they kind of go together. And because of that, he has all this confidence now, so he feels like a big player. even though that's his like only girl that he's ever had. You see what I'm saying? So he's still in the same mindset as the guy over there who's a virgin. You know what I mean? Those are the red pill guys. Red pill guys are guys who, you know, who don't have experience with women, or the experience that they do have is so bad because they themselves don't know what they're doing with women. So a lot of the times when these guys do get women, they end up getting with the wrong women because they don't, like I said, they don't have experience with women. So they don't know how to like spot out a red flag because they're just too busy about they're too busy thinking about finally, oh, I'm like Beavis and Butthead. Like those guys were incels. Oh, we're finally going to get laid, Butthead. We're finally going to get laid, Beavis. Oh, what not? They were like, oh, we're finally going to do it, right? We're finally going to score. Those are the incels. Those are the red pill guys, okay? They're so worried about when they get with a chick that they're finally going to lose their V card that they don't know what a red flag is. They don't know that, oh shit, she's showing me these tendencies. She's showing me that she's about this, this, and this. Maybe she's the wrong woman. Maybe I shouldn't fuck with her. They end up getting fucked over. They get upset. They go back to being, you know, a failure with women because they just failed with the only woman that they've had. They end up being a red pillar. You see, Mr. By the Mile, it's a failing niche because it's red pill are guys who have just they're failures with women. Okay. So I would go with right-wing politics. All right. What are these comments? They don't even respond to you. Charlie says, I agree. I noticed that with people close to me to talk shit about women that they have past bad experience. It's best to leave them alone, and call them just triggers them, and calling them out just triggers them. I got my fiance's cousin who sounds like Mr. By the Mile. You know what? He's probably a youngster. You said you got your fiance's cousin who sounds like Mr. By the Mile. I got a little homie like that. You know what I mean? He sends me shit, and you know, sometimes he says stuff about women, and I don't argue with him. You know, most of the time I just let him vent. You know what I mean? Honestly, losing your V card is so overrated. Don't stick your D in crazy. Just wait, boys. Hey, dude, you know what I mean? Some of them crazy girls, sure you can do that. You could mess around with a crazy chick. So if you're young enough, man, you young, man. See, you guys are worried about this shit too much, right? Just be a man. A real man has slept with, you know, a variety of women. You know what I mean? Right? Well, all men are different. But if you're asking me, you know what I mean, the average guy who's like a lumberjack or a union carpenter or some shit like that, or an equipment operator, right? You know what I mean? Like I said, the red pill guys are the guys who they don't have experience with women. Okay. Nah, man, I've slept with crazy women. I've slept with women that I'm really not attracted to. Obviously I've slept with beautiful women. You know what I mean? I don't got like a crazy notch count like that, but I have way more experience than these red pill guys. You know what I mean? That's why, like, I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys don't know what they're talking about, and they go online like they do. And really what it is they're just venting their frustration, and they end up just like hating these women, right? Mr. By the Mile. And the thing about this, like, here's the thing about racist people, okay? And I know this is totally off topic, but it has to do with incels too, because it's the same thing. Racist people don't know that they're racist because that's just the way that they are. So when you point out their hypocrisy and their racism, it doesn't compute. The information, it doesn't even go into their brain because they're so racist that everything is boxed off. Okay. Right? It's the same thing with incels. Like you said, like Zig said, like Ziz said, he said, it's better just to leave them alone. You know, like my little homie that I got, right? I want to get this dude out to the club, you know what I mean? So because it's good to have a wingman, whether your wingman is like an incel dude or not. It's always good to have a wingman, right? Especially if you're extrovert like me, you know what I mean? He sends me stuff. My friend sends me stuff, and he's like, sometimes it's about women, and I can tell he's frustrated, and I just let him vent, you know what I mean? But just be there for them, right? But these incels, it's like you're right. It's not really worth arguing with them because there's nothing to really win. Because no matter what you say to these guys, it's not going to comprehend because they don't have experience with women like that. You know what I mean? They don't know. You could tell them this, this, and this, but until they've been there to verify that and to see that the shit that they think about women is bullshit, they're not going to believe you, you know, because they don't know, right? Honestly, let me see. No crap. It's because he can't get anyone. He's 22. You know what I mean? We went through that, dude. I went through dry spells, boy. I went through I went through hella dry spells, man. Right? I went through years, right? You go through years where you just ain't dating nobody and there's nothing on the horizon, right? You gotta be careful. You know what I mean? But as long as you don't, but the thing is, even when I was on those dry spells, I still had my past dating experience from when I was a young kid, from when I was a teenager, out of high school, early like 18, early 20s, right? So when I went through these dry spells, it was mainly just because I just wasn't putting in the effort. You know what I mean? That's why. So, how do I say? It's just because I wasn't putting in the effort, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's called. But no, yeah, I just had a brain fart. So when I did have dry spells like that, fucking, I knew that like the red pill stuff was bullshit. I found that content and I started to like fall down that rabbit hole for a little bit, right? Until I said, hold up, these guys are fucking losers. These guys don't know what they're talking about. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Because this is the way propaganda works. And this is why I think Mr. By the Mile fell into this red pill stuff because he doesn't have a lot of experience with women, right? He has like very little experience with women, okay? And it's mostly all bad. That's why these guys fall down this red pill stuff in the first place, okay? And they'll tell you like, "Oh, I got my heart broken or I got divorced and that's why I found red pill." It's just fucking crying like a broad, these guys, right? They're very feminine, these dudes, right? That's some feminine ass shit. I'm sorry, dude. You get divorced. I know getting divorced is bad. Getting your heart broke by a woman's bad. We've, you know, yeah, a real man to get his heart broke by a woman. That's not the issue. The issue is when you go online and you make a whole YouTube channel crying about the shit. That's when you look like you look like a bitch. You just do. You don't look like a man. You look like a little bitch. Okay. Just that's these red pill guys. So this is why I think Mr. By the Mile fell for this shit. I think he fell for this shit because, and I'm not calling you the B word, Mr. By the Mile. I'm saying like these guys that you're listening to, like Coach Greg Adams and all of these red pill guys, these hardcore red pill guys. Yeah, those guys are online acting very feminine. They're not acting like a man. Okay. Yeah, a man doesn't go online and cry about women. That's feminine shit. And it doesn't matter how many muscles you have. No, dude, you're being an emotional wreck online. Okay. And you're calling it red pill. It's bullshit. Okay. Mr. By the Mile probably had a lot of failed relationships. And I think he said that he struggled with mental health issues. And he probably, you know, found some like pat on the back, some sort of soothing from this red pill content. You know what I mean? But it's a bad pat on the back, dude. It's a bad soothing because it's bad information. Because you're listening to a bunch of fucking losers, Mr. By the Mile, and you shouldn't listen to these guys. You know what I mean? And so for you to go into that niche to where you're doing shit like posting it on your channel, it's a bad look, dude. It's a bad look. This guy is a fucking loser. Coach Greg Adams, he's a fucking twerp, dude. He's a twerp, and he has a daughter. His daughter's gonna grow up one day and see his videos and think like, wow, my dad is a fucking nut. You know what I mean? Come on now. I can help to motivate them. It can help to motivate themselves to work out and stuff like that temporarily if they're like 15, 16 and they avoid women and focus on the gym or something. But falling into it too deeply, it will destroy you. Yeah, dude, because these guys get into their head. You know what I'm saying? It's called getting a slump buster, boost confidence. Get a fat girl for a dry spell. I've done that before. Not even in a dry spell. I've just done that before. You know what I'm saying? Especially with his age. Coach Greg Adams gets a lot of no, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Coach Greg Adams, he's a fucking twerp, dude. I don't watch a lot of his content, but from what I've seen, dude, that guy's a fucking twerp, dude.
And said, yeah, it was a gang, and he got out of there to get him some peace leave. So his rap mate Gunna, his label mate, said, I'm gonna take the deal early, and he got out of jail. But we're talking about lots of ninjas have died over this shit. And guess what? He still walks free. And it says right there, he pled guilty, no contest to a RICO charge and a gang leadership charge. They try to make him the leader of the gang. I don't know any better if he was or not. And they said one count of participating in criminal gang activity. He was sentenced to serve 5 years in prison, commuted to time served. He served 2 years in.
Dude, how long? Oh shit! What the fuck? My bad. I'm still fucking up with this live stream stuff. I don't know if you guys heard all that. I was listening to this video,
and along with various conditions. By the way,
Mr. By the Mile has this video on for very long on his channel. God damn, dude, that's like most of the video. Okay, back to Mr. By the Mile.
Thing you said is 100% backed up and written all over the place for you to see. Google it. All the information is there. This YSL group, Fannie Willis being connected. Like, come on, man. This is... Why are there people like this in a sitting in a position as important as Fannie Willis is? And I just hope and pray that she doesn't climb any higher. You know, I hope and pray that, I mean, now she's in the public's eye. There's a lot of people that have been fooled by her who think that everything she's doing is fine just because they hate a certain individual. You know, just, if you hate Trump, go ahead and jump on the bandwagon, right? It doesn't matter. These people's history doesn't matter to people like this. You know, people aren't after the truth anymore, right? They're not truly after what's right. As long as the truth is going to end up making their previous opinions and views, if it's going to make them look bad, right? People have zero accountability anymore. No one wants to be held accountable for their actions. No one wants to admit that they're wrong. They would rather watch the world burn before they admit that they're wrong. And this now been 2 days since I made that video that I was telling you guys at the start of this video about, and they're tampering with the machines. I mean, we've seen the evidence already. The Dems are tampering with these machines. You know, people are trying to vote for Trump, and it's
yeah, you see. So, Mr. By the Mile, as me giving you YouTube advice, yeah, my hair looks like shit, dude. Yeah, maybe you should go into right-wing politics. It seems like you're talking about Fannie Willis, the girl. I think she indicted Trump in Georgia or something. She's like a Democrat or something. It seems like you should go into right-wing politics. It doesn't really seem like you care about trucking. It seems like you really, it's crazy how hard it is for some people to say sorry. What are you talking about? In what context? Or who has to say sorry? It's Like when I watch some of this stuff, it seems like Mr. By the Mile, it seems like I could really feel like that's where your heart lies as far as like making content. You would have more fun and you would be more into it talking about politics, talking about right-wing politics. Do that. Do that. Then you'll be well, because it's either that or you gotta like become a family Alex Nino just trucking type YouTuber and keep a camera on you at work and at the house. And you'd have to run that by your old lady if you live with her and your kid. You're gonna have to be comfortable with having your kid online like that. I know a lot of people don't like that, but that's what you're gonna have to be comfortable with, you know? Yeah, what are you talking about? Are you guys just spamming right now? Because you guys came in here talking about that shit out of nowhere. Yeah, you guys are just spamming.
It's selecting I almost said selecting Fannie Willis, and it's selecting Harris Walsh instead. You know, I mean, we had this problem the first time around, and not more than a few days ago, Trump was in the lead by a lot. I think I was looking at it was close to 60% for Trump, and Harris Walsh was just under 48%. So, I mean, it would be a landslide if it wasn't for all of this tampering and sabotage. You know what I mean? If you disagree with me, that's fine. You guys are free to have an opinion and speak your mind. That's what America, that is what the First Amendment is about, bro, right? That's what it's about. We are free to make our choices. Just, it's crazy to me how people don't see to begin with, you know, all the things that lady has said and that Biden has said to, I mean, making people feel like if they don't vote for them, that they're Nazis. Like, what a crazy thing to say.
I'm trying to sit through it. Oh. Okay. I did it. I survived. I sat through that. Okay, so yeah, Mr. By the Mile. It seems like that's what you're into. Like you're into politics, right? Here's another one. Here's another one by Mr. By the Mile. This is before the election, I think.
So I think that Trump's going to win by a landslide for a few different reasons. Here they are. Now, Harris, Waltz, okay, Biden, it's not okay to tell people that are on the right that they're Nazis. Number one, I've seen a lot of Democrats actually become angry about this. Like, I've seen it with my eyes. Others that are more radical have not paid much mind to it at all. You know, it doesn't affect them. And
yeah, dude, I definitely think Mr. By the Mile, if you set up a whole studio in your room, right? Well, like your what's his name? Your Coach Greg Adams guy with the microphone and the chair and the monitors and all that. I think you would do really good in right-wing politics. I think you would. I think it sounds like you're like you're really on the right. You know what I mean? It seems like you know a lot. You know probably more about politics than I do. You'll do good. You'll do good. It's probably something that you follow. You probably watch the news a lot or listening to it when you're driving. If you had a little setup, right? And just like with a laptop, a speaker, and a little light like this, like how I got. When you're in your hotel room, you could, like I said, you could stream every night and you could knock yourself out about politics. And dude, the thing about another reason why I think you should do politics more than red pill, because I know you like your red pill. Okay, I'll stop laughing. Okay, but no, you do. You like your red pill stuff, okay? But why you should do right-wing politics is because there's a lot of money to be made in right-wing politics. There's a lot of money to be made in politics in general. You'll make hell of money. You'll have a easier time selling merchandise doing politics on YouTube versus trying to sell merch doing red pill content. Doing red pill content, your channel's probably going to get deleted, and you're probably going to have to go to like Rumble, Kick. Stay on YouTube. Stay on YouTube. This is where you make your money. Do right-wing politics. There's a lot of conservatives that do really big. The Daily Wire, the Conservative Twins, and Candace Owens, Megyn Kelly, right? You be one of those. Tucker, right? I think you'll do really good. You'll probably end up on Fox News, or what is it? The fucking dude, he was just right there. Why do dude, I have brain farts, dude. What the hell is Pierce Morgan? Pierce Morgan. You'll probably end up on Pierce Morgan, dude. So let's get into why Mr. By the Mile is mad at me, though. Because he's mad at me right now. I pissed him off. He's really mad, dude. He's been going off on my channel. So he left a comment. I think so this whole hour we were talking about why he's leaving these channel links, okay? And I pretty much said to Mr. By the Mile throughout this past hour that we've been on or whatever, that until you start making good content, you could post all the links you want. I'm going to delete them, but you're still not going to get views, right? Me trying to get out of trucking, my views are dropping right now because I'm not talking about the topic that the algorithm has me in right now. I'm trying to get out of that algorithm and into a wider audience, okay? But your channel, dude, you're doing like red pill, you're doing like trucking, you're doing politics, you're kind of all over the place, okay? You're gonna have to pick one. I think the best one for you to pick is politics. You won't have to do these things no more. You won't have to leave links. I don't care about people coming on my channel talking shit. That's fine, right? The only rule that I have is that they don't say weird shit. You know what I mean? Then I gotta delete that because the algorithm doesn't like it when weirdos talk about their weird shit. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about. Like Chris Hansen type stuff. It's crazy that I get comments like that. I get rid of those as fast as I can. But besides that, you guys can talk all the shit you want. I don't care that Mr. By the Mile is talking shit on my channel. It's this link, dude. That's bad YouTube etiquette. I talked about that on Roadrunner Nia's on the reaction video I did to Roadrunner Nia and her simps, right? But he's mad about. Let me see. I think he left a comment on this too. Wow, there's 28 comments on this post already. Again with this shit. Yeah, that was mine. Okay, triggered. Yeah, see, you're really into politics. You like your American flag. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Mr. By the Mile. Oh no, he didn't. He must have deleted it because he did have a comment on here. Besides just that. Oh, maybe it's because I got to do this. Yeah, there it is. Sometimes they hide from you. So he said, don't forget how your own. Okay, you guys can see it. It says, don't forget how your own entire live stream was against you. You are emotional, not to mention you've been at trucking for almost 5 years now. Well, have I been at trucking for 5 years? Damn, has it been that long? Let's see. I started in April 21. 20, that's like half a year. So 22, 23, 24, 3.5. It's not 5 years. It's 3.5 right now. You've been at trucking for almost 5 years now and still haven't been able to land employment with a reputable company. Stop being lazy in life, man. My career and house is in order. YouTube is secondary. Get your priorities straight. You're an adult now. And then to that, you see, he's going off on stuff that has nothing to do with him leaving channel links, right? He's talking about, I need to get a job, which I have a job. I have a good job. and he's talking about my priorities need to be in order and how he has a house. Okay, so where in this post was I talking about Mr. By the Mile's house? All I told him was, this is what I said. I said, again, with this shit, you can talk all the shit you want in my comments. That's fine. But when you leave channel links to your boring ass channel that no one wants to watch on a channel that you think is more popular, and that's why you leave these channel links in their comments, it's lazy and very bad YouTube etiquette. I've never left a channel link on your channel, so please stop doing it on mine. It's sorry and makes you look like a pathetic, it makes you look pathetic like a childish grown man. Stop being lazy and just make better content that your viewers want to watch. You've been at this for like 5 years now. Oh, that's why he said 5 years, because I pointed out the fact that he's been at this for like 5 years. So he's just reacting to the post. You've been at this for 5 years now. If what you're doing isn't working, try something different. Leaving channel links in my comments or other people's comments isn't going to work if you're still posting low quality content that no one wants to watch, especially when you leave 5 comments with links back to back and I have to go in there and delete them all. You're older than me, act like it, make better content, stop being lazy. Oh, okay. So he was just repeating what I was saying. He was just mad. That's all. He said, what did he say? Stop being lazy in life, man. Your own stream was against you. So he's referring to a live stream that we did like 8 months ago, a long time ago. Okay. And he said I was emotional or whatever. And he's like, so he's flexing his job. Like I said, dude, I knew a guy just like this. That would poke his chest out about all the money he made, about the house that he owned, and how I didn't make as much money as him, and how I didn't have a home like him, even though this guy was like 10 years older than me. This guy had a lot of mental health issues, right? This dude was off, bro. That's why he reminds me just like Mr. By the Mile. And when I don't like to make fun of people that are off like that, because sometimes, they get themselves into a lot of trouble, dude. So I try not to be mean. I really do try not to be mean. You know what I mean? But go to channel. But I'm still gonna react. I'm still gonna react though. Let me see. Yeah, he left a few comments. He was going off, like I said. So he was going off on this reaction stream that I did on Donald Trump on when he won the election. And he left a few very long comments on there. Let's see. The main reason he left a lot of comments on this one. Let's see. They should be newer. Yeah, look at this, dude. Yeah, look at that, dude. Homeboy's going off, dude. 1, 2, 3 long ass comments, dude. So this is what I'm saying, Mr. By the Mile. It seems like you really like your right wing politics. That's fine. Whether you're left wing or right wing, that's fine. Whatever your passion is, that's number one what you should be doing on YouTube. Because like I said, with your situation, it's either going to be that because you have time to do that in the hotel room when you get off work, or you're going to have to do the just trucking thing and be a family vlogger because you don't got time for YouTube like that. You know what I'm saying? That seems like, that seems like that's where your free time is when you're in the hotel or when you're with the family. But if you do that, you're going to have to vlog at work. The reason why Just Truckin' and Alex Nino are popping on YouTube is, like I said, they keep a camera on themselves all the fucking time, right? But I don't know if you would even be able to keep up with that for years and years on end like they do, because it seems like, look at this shit. You're leaving on this one when I was talking about how Trump won, my reaction after the election. You really give a fuck about this, right? So that's where your heart is. Your heart's in politics. Let's see what you said. Let's read this first one right here, this big one. First of all, Augie, we have been in a recession for the past 3.5 years. Second of all, Augie, the stock market would dip, but not in the way that you think. A couple years ago, a lot of people lost everything in their 401ks, thousands and hundreds of thousands. So all of that has already happened during Biden-Harris. Well, they do say that right now the stock market has performed really well once Trump won the election. But even before that, a lot of people were saying that the stock market was doing pretty good under Joe Biden, right? Probably not compared to when Donald Trump was in office before the pandemic. You know what I mean? People were stock prices were probably really higher then, but when Joe Biden crashed it when he came in, he has recovered his own economy a little better, right? So yeah, people probably did lose stuff. For you to sit there knowing that there are American families of the middle class gutted, and then to say, do you want something like this to happen is really low. Or I think you meant to say that you want something like this to happen is really low. So what he's referring to is how I said how I kind of wanted Kamala Harris to win so she could crash the economy and I could buy cheap stocks, because that's what was going to happen. And she would have fucked up the economy and I would have bought hella cheap stocks. I'd have been spending all my money on stocks, right? I would have been going on a shopping spree in the stock market and in my 401k. And then the next administration, when they fix the economy, I would have made away like a bandit. You know what I mean? That's what he's talking about, right? And let me say something about that. Let me respond to that. So, like I said, I'm a real YouTuber. I'm not the YouTuber that gets on here and acts like the president of the United States. I don't get on YouTube and I'm like, oh yeah, I want all you guys to do good. You know what I mean? I want, and try to act like I'm going to be friends with the whole world. That's not how the world works. Okay. There's too many people in the world for me to give a fuck about everyone. The only one I give a fuck about, me, at the end of the day. And you watching this, the only person that you should give a fuck about is you, because that's all you can give a fuck about. You can't control other people. If Kamala Harris was going to win or Trump, that's out of your control. That's totally out of your control. Sure, you can go vote, but your one little vote doesn't really matter, right? Either she was going to win or he was going to win. If she was going to win, I was going to do this. I was going to make out like a bandit. Trump's going to win. Fine. That's great. That's great too. I actually voted for him, right? I voted for him. But what I think Mr. By the Mile is trying to do here is he's trying to capture what he thinks is like a right-wing audience on my channel, right? And like I said, dude, if that's where his heart really is, he should go into right-wing politics. He'll do really good. He'll do really good. I think you want to give advice about stocks or trucking. So he says, I think you want to give advice about stocks or trucking or anything. For that to matter, you've got to be successful in one of these areas that you're talking about. I think I'm pretty successful in trucking. I think I'm pretty successful. I have never gotten into an accident. I have a clean MVR. I make pretty good money. My job is really easy. I got an assigned truck. I think I'm doing pretty good. Right? In a few months or a year, I could stay here. I could job shop again, right? I tried to get into local trucking. That's really competitive. The job I got's pretty good, right? For the economy being, the job market being how it is, I think I'm doing pretty good, matter of fact, right? That's just Mr. By the Mile, dude. He's fucking, I'm telling you, bro, he's one of those guys. It's like, oh, I make more money than you. I got a house, dude. No one gives a fuck about that shit, Mr. By the Mile. No one cares that you're a homeowner, dude. People just don't really care. Let me see. Is there a way can I zoom in? Oh no, I can't zoom in. Okay. You tend to clickbait on YouTube, and that's not the way I get my views. Okay, so now he's going off on other stuff. So remember, this video is about Trump and my reaction to Trump and him winning, right? So now he's going into other stuff. I can speak on the things I speak about on YouTube because I have a successful career, my home, and a successful relationship of more than 10 years. Yeah, again with the home thing, dude. Like, no one cares. No one gives a fuck, dude. No one cares about your relationship. So he's going into other stuff. So what I'm seeing right now is he's upset. He's mad. Okay, because he's going into other topics when this is about Trump winning and my reaction. He's going into how I don't have a good job, how I'm not a homeowner, how he has a relationship of 10 years. Yeah, dude, he's getting mad. Oh, again, otra vez, he's going into something else. You take red pill that I make and try to spin it into something else on your broke ass channel. Oh, yes. Yeah, dude, he's mad, dude. He's fucking pissed. Oh, dude, he's mad. Yeah, so he's mad about this video right here. We'll come back to this. He's mad about this. This is what he's mad about. He's mad about this video right here. It doesn't even have that many views. It's 1,000. That's not a lot of views, dude. You know why? Probably because it has that word red pill in there, right? And it has that picture of the red pill, and it has red pill in the thumbnail. YouTube doesn't like red pill. You see that, Mr. By the Mile? You talk about red pill. YouTube don't like that. You should go into right-wing politics, not red pill. He's mad about this.
For women, when a woman friend zones you, you're the shoulder for her to cry on without any sex. But when a man puts a woman in the friend zone, he's able to have her without the commitment after so long, maybe a month or so, if she wanted to be exclusive with you.
Mr. By the Mile, you've been doing trucking content with your company's name in the title of your videos. You know your coworkers are watching this shit too, right? Yeah, that's what he's mad about. He's mad about this. So, Mr. By the Mile, a trucking vlogging YouTuber. I thought he was done with this red pill stuff because he does a little bit of that. I guess not. I guess he's still like...
Okay. Just because you think you're a player, you're a pimp.
Oh my God.
You're a ladies' man. And you think that you got her in the friend zone. The friend zone for men is different than the friend zone for women. When a woman friend zones you, you're the shoulder for her to cry on without any sex.
Dude, he put that on his channel. He took the video down. There was a live stream when I was reacting to that before I got on StreamYard or anything. And fucking we were reacting to his original post. We were reacting to his original post. The viewers didn't see it. They were just listening to it. And during the live stream, dude, he deleted the original video. I think it was called Why Men Want to Be Players or something players. It had the word players in it. I think it was like Why You're Not Player or something like that. And it was like his face. And I think it was like a picture of a chick or something. Totally off topic, dude. Because up until then, he was just doing these vlogs with him at work. And then he has his shirt off and he's talking about red pill and all that. And I couldn't help but react to it. I had to react to it. Right. And he had took it down. So that's what he's mad about. He's mad about that. And more than that, I think he's mad about a lot of these comments. Right. This man is off the rails. His eyes seem bipolar. Scary to think he's out there driving trucks. Yikes. And look, some people were on his side. Some people were on my side, right? I think it was like an even split. Look, you got some incel right here. He is right. They do, right? I hated that dude and argued with him in his comments before. Look, he's right. Why don't you use your mega glasses? I wonder if he thinks the same about his own mother, right? People laughing. Yeah, dude, I think that's what he's mad about. And 1K views, I think it's more views than what he's been getting lately on his channel, and it's a video of him. So that's why he's mad. Because yeah, it was his red pill, and like I said, he likes his red pill. And for me to just like laugh at it like that, yeah, that's why he's mad. He's pissed, dude. He's fucking right, let's go back. That's what he was saying. You take red pill that I make and try to spin it into something else on your broke ass channel. You're a dude that caters to women. You care too much about other people's opinions. Yeah, dude. So he's going off on totally like other stuff. I remember when you said you weren't going to make trucking videos anymore, and you have to admit you started singing that tune after I wiped you clean on your live stream. Your live views were a dumpster fire garbage after that. So I think his thing is, right, I'm kind of 50-50 now on doing that live stream the way I did, because that was like, I guess that was his debut or whatever. For him to keep bringing up that live stream that happened 8 months ago, that means a lot to him, for him to like not shut the fuck up about it. So I think I did him like a big favor by doing that live stream with him. And for a second, when I was doing that live stream, I remember him a few times where it seemed like he was really happy to be there. Like he was smiling and shit. And during the live stream, before then, I kind of got the hint. And he did make a video talking about how he had to check into a psych ward or whatever, like in a straitjacket type shit. It was just crazy, dude. But I seen it in that live stream. I was like, oh yeah, this dude's off, right? When I saw that in the live stream, right then and there, I kind of regretted doing the live stream, because I don't really want to associate with someone like that who's off like that, because it looks bad on YouTube, and people like that are dangerous, you know. But other than that, the reason why I did the live stream is because I felt like he was milking the workman's comp system. And one reason later after the live stream why I think that today, he was off so his story was he was off work for a whole year, right? About like a shoulder injury or something for a whole year. Now that sounds like bullshit, right? And he's in the union, so it really sounds like bullshit. And there was layoffs happening at ABF around that time, so it really sounds like bullshit, right? And then he was on YouTube bragging about all of this money he's making on workman's comp when he looks fine, right? He didn't have a sling on his arm or nothing. Dude was fine, okay? He was doing videos like walking around his house and all that. He was fine, all right? So I instantly was like, oh yeah, this dude's milking workman's comp. So he's pretty much committing insurance fraud and bragging about it online. And then during the live stream, I had a few people calling me a snitch. No, dude, if you guys watch, this is a YouTube channel that I love so much. Is it going to show up? Right here. CLR Bruce Rivers. He's one of the best lawyers on YouTube, right? He's a criminal defense lawyer. He talks about self-snitching. Okay. If you're committing insurance fraud and bragging about it on YouTube, that's called self-snitching. So I was like, oh, this dude's self-snitching on himself. This dude's committing a crime and bragging about it on YouTube. This is great. This is great. You know what I mean? Let's ask him what he has to say about it, right? That's why I did that live stream. He keeps bringing it up. So, yeah, that was a big moment on YouTube for him, right? And you know, I'm glad I could have I did that for him. Like I did something good for somebody. I did something nice for someone. The smartest thing you've done, and you've done for 4 or 5 years of trucking, is staying that truck to save money. I think you meant to say is staying in that truck to save money. It's going to suck, but that's how I was able to save $30K in 1 year as a flatbed driver at Melton Truck Lines. I kind of believe that and don't. One thing, you guys can't always believe everything, right? We don't know if it was like a first-time home loan, if he had help from the family, help from the wife. If he did save up to $30K in 1 year as a flatbed driver, we all know living in a truck for a year, you know what I'm saying? And like he has kids and shit. So he probably didn't fully live in the truck like that. I don't know. I just don't know. Right. I kind of believe that and don't. Saving up 30 grand in a year as a truck driver on a flatbed salary, most likely not going to happen. You might be able to save 10 or 15, right? But just living in the truck itself, guys, is really expensive. You still have to buy groceries, you eat out a lot, right? Living out of the truck itself is an expense. It's not as expensive as like paying rent, but whatever. Like maybe he did. I don't really give a fuck, right? Let's just, what did he say? Let's see. In my life, I've stood on fires for over 3 seasons, taught martial arts for a few years, and traveled the world to places like Italy, Japan, France, etc. Get some life experience and work experience. You ain't going to sit there and bash me on YouTube when thus far you've been a failure. Oh, yeah, he's mad. He thinks I'm bashing him on YouTube, but this has nothing to do with him. This was about Donald Trump and my reaction. He's pissed, dude. He's so mad. To be fair, he is going to sit there and bash you. That's how he is. He is drama. It is absolutely unsuccessful bashing, absolutely distasteful bashing, but it's all he's got. Let's see. Well, you know what they say, right? When they can't beat you, they bash you. People usually don't criticize anybody doing worse than them. I've always wished him the best and hope he gets it together. I would much rather everything goes right in my life with my career and family than to. You two will always be there. And as I progress in life, so will my channel. I am focused on helping people through this application. I couldn't sit there and let him bash the trucking community and make it sound like this is a horrible thing to do. And the fact that he drew people away from trucking while he sat there in the truck shows the IQ level of some of his viewers. Not all of his viewers, just to be clear. I know there's a large majority of viewers here that just like to see him fall. Yeah, he's mad. Another thing to consider, my smooth brain friend, it would be a depression with Kamala, not a recession. We don't know that. We don't know that. That's just an assumption. Your money wouldn't be worth crap. And on top of that, I'm telling you, the stock market would not benefit people in any way. If you really thought all these stocks would dip as low as you think for you to cash out 5 years later, you're nuts. What's this other one? You would. So he came back the next day. So he did a drive-by and then came back and did another drive-by. Because this was 2 days ago. 2 days ago. And then this one was 1 day ago. And when I got like one of these or the reply, I think it was this essay that I got. I saw it when I was driving. It came in on a notification. Of course, I use hands-free when I'm driving. But I think it was around like 11 or midnight or something when that came in. And what day is it right now? Is it the weekend? I don't even know what day it is. I think that was yesterday on Friday. So it was probably on his day off or something, and he was just at the house drunk. Because this seems like angry drunk stuff right here. Because he does drink. He showed him drinking on his channel. What does this one say? You would have never benefited from a Kamala victory. What were you gonna do? Stay over the road for 7 years before you have money to buy a home and strike it big strike it big for the bull run? A nice fantasy, but not realistic. Either way, I do wish you a successful endeavor. Yeah, that's my plan right now is to live in the truck and save money and invest my money. Yeah, that's exactly my plan. I think it's definitely achievable. There's truck drivers that live in their truck for 10 to 20 years, right? And retire with a lot of money, retire a millionaire, right? Yeah, that is my plan right now is to stay in the truck, be a YouTuber, focus as much as I can on YouTube. But my question to the audience is this, because it seems like he's really upset. And I was going to say that I don't like making people upset, I was gonna say that, but matter of fact, I don't really care, honestly, one way or another if he's mad. It's just kind of funny, but he is mad. Okay. My question is this. I don't know if the chat's even going to answer this, but I got 12 people in here. Is this, should I delete this video reacting to his red pill video? Because if we go on his channel, he did take his own video down when we were laughing at it on a live stream before. It's not here anymore. It was, I think it was after this. There was a video between this one and this one, between this Port Strike Ends video and this Hook and Sets Like a Boss video. The red pill video was it was right there, the red pill video, right? And he deleted it when we were live streaming and we were laughing because it was funny. Because so should I take that video down or not? I'm leaning towards keeping it because here's the thing about YouTube, okay? Here's every YouTuber's fantasy and dreams, okay? Like he said in this video. Can't believe I said that, but this is every YouTuber's dream, okay? Oh my God. Every YouTuber's dream is to get noticed and for their back catalog of videos to get a bunch of views, because that's how you make a lot of money. Is if you get like 2 videos that get like a couple million views, well, a good percentage of those people are going to go into your YouTube channel and see what else you got, and then you'll make money on your old catalog. And I think that red pill video that I did reacting to the video I did reacting to his red pill video, I think it was really funny. I think it was one of the funniest videos I've done in a while. Someone said on a post that I did when he was talking shit that my channel is boring. I agree. My channel is pretty fucking boring, right? Minus this video. I think this one's golden, dude, right? Not in the trucking niche, as you can see. More people care about just trucking. They obviously care about Alex the trucking guy. Even me just vlogging. Roadrunner, that one's doing pretty good. They really liked Alex the trucking guy. What's his name? This guy trucks. They like him, right? People don't really care about red pill. They don't like red pill, right? But I think this video is funny. Should I take that video down or should I keep it? Right? What do you guys think? If no one's going to answer, then I'm going to keep this shit up. I'm going to keep it up. Right? So that's tonight's live stream, I guess. You guys want to see Nia's like way more simps? What's going on here? There we go. Someone was hating on Nia. I'm trying to see Jay doing this exact thing, dude. When she gets out of bed and we see somebody was hating on Nia in a video. It's a turn off to see women make videos like that. Just talk us through while showing us doing your job. Other than that, hats off to you for working in this industry. I have high respect for women who get out there and grind in that dangerous profession. Yeah, dude, that's for sure a hater right there. What is she talking about, dude? Is there some action that I'm missing right here? Let's try to see. What are they talking about? She gets out of bed and we see the culo. Where is it? Okay, so all right. Okay, so here's the shao. Okay, let's see what they're talking about right here. I literally just took a shower right now before I drove back to my yard. I was at a Pilot Flying J doing this exact thing, dude. It's not too bad, dude. She's not naked. She has a towel on, dude. Calm down. Okay. This isn't X-rated or nothing. Dude, that was nothing. That was for sure a hate. Yeah, somebody was hating on her. Somebody was hating on Nia. How's this video doing? Is that 720? What is it on the, because these views are delayed on these new videos. It might be caught up right now. 741. Okay, so it's just delayed by like 21 views. Okay. Dude, people are hating on Nia. What the fuck? I'm an older female. I love watching her. She's nowhere near pretty. She's a Bow Wow, maybe a 3. Come on, you know. This guy's a creep right here. Trashman702. Yeah, he deleted his videos. He had videos up for a second. He's a garbage truck driver in Vegas. He like way more simps. What's going on? That guy's a fucking weirdo, dude. He's a creep. Like, he's not a weirdo like, let me correct myself. I'm not saying he's a weirdo like Chris Hansen or whatever, but he's definitely just creepy. That's what he is, right? What does this fool say? This broad should be on OnlyFans the way she tries to sell her ass on YouTube. The only credit I give her is she's got skills behind the wheel. She's not realistic with her videos. She's eating out, drinking $30, $40 worth of Starbucks a day. It's just a tease. It's just to tease all of us that are in the industry struggling right now. Her and her stupid friend Slime Pack Nation or whatever her name is. I can't stand either of them. Damn. Hater right there. I mean, their financial situation is a bit different from the average lease driver due to the income on YouTube. Well, yeah, you know, they're supplementing their income on YouTube and they're doing pretty good. I don't know what else to say. Right? So that's the situation with Mr. By the Mile. I wish him well. Mr. By the Mile, my advice to you is that, let me see the chat on, am I getting more chats on YouTube and it's not showing up on StreamYard? Let me check right here. Oh no, the chat's up to date. Okay, kind of a slow stream. It's all good, probably because it's Saturday night. But that's the situation with Mr. By the Mile. Mr. By the Mile, if you're watching, if you want to be a YouTuber, like I said, you got to put in more work. You have to put in more work. This YouTube shit is hard work. From what I can see, you have two options because you're not going to be able to do what I'm doing. You can't afford to do what I'm doing. Your expenses are too high. I don't have expenses like you, right? I don't have a home and all that. You do. You have a lot of expenses you have to pay for, okay? So you have to work a lot. You have to work way more than I do, right? You don't have the luxury of being able to just kick back in a truck on a dedicated route, make about, 1,300-1,400 a week and call it a day and focus on YouTube, right? You don't have that. No, you need to make all that money that you're making because you have a lot of bills, and that's fine. You're going to have to either put a camera on you all the time, and including your old lady and your kids, or go into right-wing politics when you're in the hotel on a reaction channel. Other than that, what you're doing now, your channel sucks. It's going to continue to suck. You're not going to take my advice. Let's just face it, you're not going to take my advice. I'm a nobody, right? I'm just some schmo, right? Who am I to give advice? I'm not a homeowner, right? You're going to continue to be a drunk. You're going to continue to create shitty content, and you're going to continue to every few months spam my channel with your shitty channel links because no one can give you advice. I sincerely think it's like I want you to do good on YouTube. I do, but I'm also going to live in reality and say that you're most likely not. You're most likely going to have a shitty channel until you just delete your channel. Okay? Because that's usually what happens with people who have shitty channels. Eventually, they get sick of not getting views. Instead of putting in more work, they just delete the channel. Okay? That's fine too. Either way, I don't give a fuck. Just stop putting links on my videos, dude. It's really annoying. With that being said, be sure to smash the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel. Is StreamYard showing up on the stream? Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, StreamYard's there. I'm going to get rid of this. Daddy 2.0. Oh, okay, so that's showing up here. I'm going to get rid of this and this, right? I'm going to get rid of both of these. I'm going to pay for StreamYard. And I think the layout's pretty good, right? It's pretty good on StreamYard, right? How's the It's not all choppy, right? Let me watch it. Let me watch it right now. It's not all choppy, right? Yeah, no, this is good quality. This is a good quality stream. I should have fucking listened to Tommy and everyone that was telling me to do the StreamYard shit months ago, dude. So with that being said, be sure to smash the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks everybody for tuning into the stream. This was a little practice with StreamYard, and yeah, peace out.